Hey guys and gals, welcome to T.A.B. Videos. Beautiful morning, May 31st. Tomorrow's the first day of June. I come out here early this morning, did a couple videos, some shooting. I thought, you know, it's time we have a little talk about the travesty that happened in New York City yesterday. Trump getting convicted of 34 counts. I was looking at the paper this morning and it showed the jury sheet that they had to check off guilty, not guilty, blah, blah, blah. And then the head foreman of the jury initialed it or put a number in there, whatever it was. 34 counts of falsifying business records. Okay, I can understand that if he falsified business records. But this whole trial was about the relationship and the hush money that he had with the porn star, Stormy Daniels. That's only one count. And the other girl, maybe 2 counts. But 34 counts, and I guess for this kind of thing, supposedly, if it was on the up and up, is a misdemeanor. And it was beyond the limit, I think 3 years, I think they said. It's been 7 years, 8 years. Well, 2014, 2015, 9 years. So it's already beyond the statute of limitations, but they dug it up. The corrupt DA and a corrupt judge. This was not going to go good for Donald Trump regardless, being in New York City. They hate the guy. As much as he's done for that city, the amount of taxes he's paid through the years in New York City, he was born in New York City, but they treating him like this. To me, it's just, now I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump, okay? I didn't even vote for him in the primary here in Michigan. I would vote for him in November over Biden any day of the week, whether he's convicted felon or not. Because they're going to drag this thing out. The appeals court's going to drag it till after the election, unless they can get some kind of a special fast track to the Supreme Court and see what they do, but who knows what they're going to do. And it's going to drag it out till after the election. If Trump loses by a few votes, and then early next year, it's all wiped off, he's not guilty, it was a mistrial, it should have been a mistrial, hung jury, whatever. What do you do then? Oh, we're sorry, Mr. Trump. You was right. You did not violate the federal election laws. Falsifying records, all it was a, what do you call it, NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Okay. And then tax things. The judge gave them 3 windows to do it in. Federal Elections Committee, who turned it down several years ago, they didn't want to mess with it. The DA, prior to Bragg, he didn't want to mess with it. But Bragg, going to be the hero of the Democratic Party. We're going to save it. Well, he saved it, at least right now. Then you had the falsifying records. They listed it as attorney expenses. Okay. I guess that's a misdemeanor for falsifying that kind of a record. And then evading taxes, or something to do with taxes. So the judge gave them 3 of them. Well, they nailed him on 34 counts. All counts. And if you look at the paper, falsifying business records, falsifying business, falsifying, 34 times. It should have only been 1, maybe 2 for the other girl that I can't remember her name. I mean, what's the judicial system coming to? If you're a Republican, you are in deep trouble. The Democrats has been chomping at the bits for this for years. Russia collusion, and they're all laughing about it. I flipped over to some of the other networks this morning. They think it's one big joke. It is not a joke. Our judicial system sucks, at least in New York City. I don't know. Let me know what your opinions are on it in the comments, but I think it was a big mistake. I think maybe, as one reporter said, maybe they woke up a sleeping giant. Maybe Trump, for some reason, will win this thing in a landslide. We can only hope. Like I said, I'm not a big Trump fan. He did a good job, but his time was up with all this election denying. Take your loss and get out of town. But he's back in it again, so I got to support him again. He's definitely got my vote. As a matter of fact, I went into his website last night. I don't have a lot of money to spend. I made a donation to his campaign. And the website, I guess, was down somewhat yesterday because of the overflow of people donating. And one of the, I forget who it was, somebody donated $800,000 to Trump. $800,000, that's almost $1 million, folks. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. And what the judge does July the 11th, I can't see him putting him in jail because of Secret Service. I just can't see him going to jail. But they can put him under house arrest, which means he can't go anywhere without to campaign. Of course, Biden did it from his basement. Maybe it would work for Trump from home. Who knows? All Biden did was stay in his basement because of the COVID bullcrap 4 years ago. And he had to see, maybe they could put him on probation. Now he's got to, I don't know if he has to stay in New York, but he'll have to see a probation officer. They can fine him. I think 34 charges, I can't, it seems like it was $3,000 they can fine him, which would be, I think it was $174,000 what I seen, which that's chump change for Trump. So, hey, give me a fine. Boom, 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 I'm out of here. But the appeals court's going to be the big thing. And whether he can get a fair appeal in New York City, I don't know. They're going to have to try to get this thing going where they can get it settled before the election. Is this going to hurt him or help him? Only time will tell. But like I said, I'm voting for Trump. I cannot vote for Biden because he is just totally against everything I believe in. He's useless. He's too old. He can't hardly walk. He can't even hardly talk. He sticks his foot in his mouth all the time. Now Trump, bad about sticking his foot in his mouth too. Sometimes you just have to keep your mouth shut. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I don't like doing videos like this, but this really struck me hard. Like I said, I went right to his website, got in, and made a donation. And I don't have money to throw out on these clowns. But, hey, I did a protest thing. I donated some money, and I'll vote for him. So it's just that simple. If you agree with me or disagree with me, hey, put it below. If you disagree, of course, be respectful, or I will delete your comment. I mean, I haven't swore. I think Biden's a jerk, but it's all up to you. You know, you Democrats, if you come on here and you put a comment in there, as long as it's respectful, I can live with that. If you get all dirty and whatnot, I'll just delete it. But there you go. We'll talk at you later. If you like videos like this, hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification. Comments are going to be welcome. I'm not going to turn the comments off. You're welcome to speak your mind, like I said, as long as it's respectable. Thanks for watching. God bless American Armed Forces, past and present, and God bless President Trump.